Okay, there's another Stargods vlog here. This is what sunlight looks on a cheap camera. This camera is so light sensitive. You have to have it totally blackened in here. I'm not prepared to paint the windows. I see a red door and I wanna paint it black. No, I'm not into that. So, any kind of just the slightest amount of light, and this is what happens. I turn into an angel. I'm an angel. It's a pretty sorrowful name for an angel. Yeah, nobody knows where that comes from. Uh, this is the thing. Just the slightest little light, and boom, supernova. But it's $15, and that's all I could afford. I can't afford, 150 or 180, for a camera because might upset people. Well, don't show up. That's all. And the volume. Let me know if the volume's okay. So it's getting really more and more. Yeah, I put out. I thought my reptilian video was really good. I covered all the corners. I wasn't like all over the map like I usually am. Hello, yeah, and did really well. Nobody heard it because they're all going, "Where's the volume? Where's the volume? Can't hear it. Can't hear it." So, is the volume okay on this one? Because it's starting to become very painful. Okay, this type of stress causes constipation. Okay, especially at my age. Uh, so if I just said I'll go to night class and learn how to. I don't know that video did in the reptilians. I thought it was really good. It was put together well. I liked that one. I gave that one a heads up. So I want to talk about the virus control, sector D. Thompson submachine guns. This virus, this is the end game, and then people say, "Oh, you're so negative." We're gonna rise up with our positive thinking. Bless you. It's getting. This is the end game now. This. Okay, when you see the military getting involved, it's completely over. It's completely over. But now they got these mosquito virus, and they got Ebola now. Ebola's doing a comeback. I'm back in the saddle again. People out there don't have a clue about what viruses are. They never study them. They'll never go online. They will never touch a keyboard to look it up to find out, because if you knew the truth of what viruses actually are and how they operate and what they do, you'd look at all this news from the government and just kind of go, "What are they mental? Is Fauci off his duck, or what's going on?" Yeah, Fauci, the duck, the quack, quack quack quack. He is the one. He is your God, and you get down and you lick his toes because he is now God and Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. I love Bill Gates. I love Bill Gates. I love that man. I love him. Excuse me. You don't love Bill Gates. Thank you, doctor. Um, so this is the thing. So now they got all these new variants because the experts, the variants, the mutated viruses. I always learned in school that viruses mutate downwards. They don't get more and more powerful, but Fauci's viruses do. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. The thing is that the viruses always mutate downwards until they mutate out of existence, and that's called the flu season's over with. You know, and then it's getting warmer. Yeah. Climate change. It's getting warmer. Has nothing to do with summer coming. No. The experts want to have a little talk with you. So, anyways, everybody, if Fauci came out and said, well, we're going to have to vaccinate everybody with battery acid. I mean, there'll be a few side effects, but it's better than getting the virus, the boogie virus, No, no, oh, no. It's just, people are finished. This world is finished. But you notice? Oh, and that's another thing. This camera, it sucks up the memory big time. You have like you put out a video very short. This video should actually be 10 minutes. It'll probably go a little longer. Anyways, gigabytes, just gigabytes. And nobody's telling me how to deal with that problem. People are really kind of putting the vice on my head until I have to take Excedrin. I have an Excedrin 9521 headache. And then goes the weasel. Yeah, viruses. You get a virus, the kid brings it home from school. And then, kids, they got a cough in your face and all that. They don't cover their mouths or anything. And then they come home. And then another family member will get sick. Maybe 2 days later, another family member will get sick. And it gradually, and that's the way it's supposed to go in the nation. The nation, some tourists come in and they're deadly virus carriers. They're evil, ugly virus carriers. Kill them all. This is like another Dr. Strangelove. Those viruses don't do that. That's what viruses do. But near here on Saturday, all of a sudden, all at once, all in queue, like a jack in the box, 1,000 people were infected. All of a sudden, there was 1,000 people infected with the virus. How convenient. How convenient. It was coincidence. See, I know what I'm talking about. That's a big word for you, isn't it? Coincidence. Oh, yeah, really? Have you ever seen what strands of thread does to a mouth? It shuts it up. Oh, yeah, you're promoting violence. Aha, aha. Love Jesus. So absolutely, you do not get all effect. The only time that happens when they do aerosol sprays over towns and stuff. All of a sudden, everybody's sick because of the toxins in the spray. All of a sudden, everybody, all at once. Here I am. So now they got Ebola coming back, and they got the mosquito virus coming back. They got the variants coming back. They got a new variant. How convenient. God bless Fauci. Now there's one that has it won't red light for any testing. It will not. You cannot know if you have the virus or not now. It's mutated. Isn't that special? So so near here, 1,000 people overnight, just like that. A virus spreads slowly from one to another to another to another. This 1,000, just like that, and probably tomorrow another 1,000. So we're all locked down here where I live. We're all in a lockdown, and this is how they're going to take over. They're going to tell you what food to eat. They're going to tell you how much exercise you need. Mandatory. How many exercise? Left, right. Were you exercising? Yes, I did. Wow, you're 10 minutes short on the list. Come with us. Left, right. You know, I'm not just kidding around. The Red Chinese are all trained and ready to move now, all across North America. And then people are just sitting there going, I love Lucy's on. I rerun. Ooh! Hope the audio's set a little low. No, they're just the mask wearers need to be eliminated from our society. Okay, they need to be taken behind a barn. How dare you talk like that? Oh, he's so violent. You know, yeah, because people are too stupid. You know, Fauci comes out, the God, God, Fauci is our Father in heaven. Hallowed be his name. Let us pray to Dr. Fauci. Because if he comes along and says, well, you have to be vaccinated with battery acid, everybody go, okay, yeah, sounds good. You get a free donut. And you men out there, you get yourself castrated and you get a free case of beer. Oh, that's worth it. Yeah, I'm tired of scratching down there all the time during every football game. Have it removed and I can have a six-pack. Wow, it's worth it. You know, but then folks, you want battery acid, in us, and they do. The testing tip of the thing contains a very deadly toxic poison. Oh, and you don't drop dead. Well, did you know cigarettes have the world's list of most toxic poisons? You don't see people just, uh-oh. No, it takes years and years. And they put it in your mouth and they make sure, they get it in there so it can absorb into your system. I forget the actual name of the toxin, but it's deadly. And then you hear people going, I got vaccinated when I was a kid, nothing happened, I'm fine. Oh, really? Give it another 5 years. We'll see if you come down with a fast acting cancer. And this is what I tell everybody. I asked everybody, I say, oh, you got the shot. I special. Did you get one up the arse? You get that butt plug put in because they can get in there. Those little critters can just, hello, everybody here. And, the thing is, everybody, they'll take battery acid and then they'll have all these side effects. Well, it's better than getting the virus because it's deadly. Remember the press? They went on and on and on, and they pounded and they pounded and they pounded it in our heads. You get the virus, you die. You go home, lie in your bed, and die. You're finished. You're finished. It's over with, But we're expected to quit our jobs in order to save lives. You got to save Grandma down the street there. Grandma just died. You weren't wearing a mask yesterday. Hey, seize him! Let's hang him in the courtyard. Yeah. See, we're public enemy number one. The people that are against masks. Killer, you stinking slime. And so. If Fauci said, well, we need battery acid, well, it's better than getting the virus. Burns out your system, destroys your organs. It's better than getting the virus. Now you got Ebola doing a comeback. You got the mosquito virus. You get all these variants now. You're going to be getting probably in the end about 15, 16 needles every week to keep up on top of all these viruses, So anyways, quit your job, close your industry down, make sure the kids go hungry because you got no money, put them in plastic wrap so they can grow up traumatized victims of this insanity, because people will live. You stay home and save lives. What a bunch of And so, they war in 1918, the Spanish flu. They now discovered that it was spread through the vaccine. So what they did is they injected a number of soldiers from the war. They injected them with 25 injections at a time. They came down, they were sick, and they were just, and they'd go home, and the family would be going, "What's wrong, Daddy? What's wrong, Daddy?" "I don't know. Listen to the media. It's a virus. You're gonna all die." And then what's your first response? Get a vaccine. Make these filthy rich elites filthy rich more. I mean, just so this Spanish flu was all from vaccines. They did experiments. They tried to spread it from one person to another. People were getting injected with snot. Ew. People were getting injected, and nobody got sick. It was impossible. They blow in their face, and then they talk to people, and real close like this, and then they get kissing and all that, and then they were guaranteed a free abortion afterwards. And they just got right into it, and they couldn't spread it. They couldn't spread it. But when they went home all sick, I don't feel so good. Then obviously the wife freaks out, and then I'm going to get that vaccine. It's spread through vaccines. I've heard it over and over and over again because people don't study about the viruses. They don't know anything about the viruses, because if they did, they look out in the news media and go, "What, are they on drugs or something? Like, what is up with this?" That's not what viruses do. It's not what I was taught about in biology. About viruses. It's magic virus. So you got, you're going to have about 12 different shots a week, probably, because there's so many of these. The experts say, get that butt plug, because those little critters can go, "Oh, I just got the virus." You know, all these masks, now they admit that the masks are totally ineffective. They said, Fauci said it, the truth in the beginning, then he lied. He said they're not worth the 10 cents, these masks. You get all these painters and stuff, they got, and all these other branches of profession, big, huge honking mask, completely covered with a glass and all that. But then when it comes to the world's deadliest virus ever known, a little bit of tissue paper, Chinese tissue paper, you know. We kill everyone, we take over. They've actually destroyed, they have used this virus to destroy the very culture that we live in, and the destroy society completely from within. But stay home, quit your job, make sure the kids go hungry, because we're winning the war against the virus, aren't we? So I don't know if I mentioned this already, but you get like that when you're old, And so where I live, Saturday overnight, 1,000 new cases, 1,000 new cases of virus. Viruses don't do that. Viruses go out very, very slowly, like a family. And did I mention this before? I had to do it this several times because of the sun. So, and then it's just a white screen. So, anyways, kid comes home from school sick. Kids, and they just cough in your face. And you yell at them. Yeah, 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 and then they don't listen. They don't listen. Doesn't mean you have to yell at them. Personally, I don't believe yelling at kids. But anyways, just so you don't get the wrong picture here, because I gave out the wrong example, but the wrong wording. No Ingy, bad Ingy. Yeah, kid gets sick. Next couple of days, mother gets sick. Next couple of days, dad gets sick. It doesn't hit all at once. We had 1,000 people like a Jack in the Box. Bing! Overnight. 1,000 people infected. They've got the virus overnight. That's not, oh, jeez. I can't do it. I'm going to have to shut this down. That's too many megs of memory here. I might not be able to upload to YouTube or UGEtube. So, anyways, all at once, that's aerial spraying. That's evidence of spraying toxins, aerial spray toxins. So the thing I don't know. I'll continue here. I'll make this a half an hour, see what happens. I probably won't be able to upload to YouTube. I'm just considering shutting it down because this is just getting too much. So April 7th is the anniversary. I think I've been here, what, 14 years maybe? I can't do the math. 2007 I've been here, April Fools. So, okay, so the main point is that you have to totally shut down your life, do the Christian thing, walk away from your job, don't let the kids out of the house, don't let them even talk on the telephone with their friends. All in the name of saving lives. Do the good Christian act and save people's lives. Sorry, I come first. Oh, he's the devil. Anyways, why is there no protest about this? Why don't people just get together and rip off There's no protests. This is, everybody loves it. It's Christmas time for them. They feel like they're doing their part, you know. Wow, there's no protest. I'm surprised. When I was growing up, we had violence in the street over far less important issues. There was violence in the streets. There were shootings. I mean, but this, it's like, I'll drink battery acid for my father in heaven, Dr. Fauci. I love Dr. Fauci. I got my Dr. Fauci butt plug and I'm healthy. Nobody's getting in there. Well, that kind of hinders the game a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, that's not good. So anyways, people should be out. Nothing against gays. Oh, don't shut me down, YouTube. Don't shut me down. And I'm just getting fed up with the whole 10 yards of all this crap. So anyway, see, now I don't even know if I'll be able to upload this. It's 22 minutes. So anyways, just get out and focus your mind and just say, I am number 6. I will not be stabbed and mutilated or whatever, how it goes. You are number 6. You don't have to take it. Are you preaching violence? No. When it comes to violence, I tell everybody, you decide whether your situation should be solved by violence. I'm not telling you what to do. It's always better for a peaceful, like make them a deal, make them an offer, just always calm things down. Don't escalate. Because if this escalates and the military gets involved with every experts say that you need 12 shots a day. They're discussing infants the second you're born. Bring them over here, please. Slap. But it's better than getting the virus because the virus only has. Oh, what the virus does, it kills everybody. It slaughters them all. And the virus, there's almost 100% recovery rate. So what's the big deal? I'd rather take the battery acid. Dr. Fauci says the battery acid's very good. It's good for me. It's better to have the virus. Well, where's all this protest? Like people are really crying. They've lost their minds. People are broken down. And I think this is the first wave of a Chinese invasion and then war, is to break everybody's spirit, smash them down physically, mentally, spiritually, finish them off, and then invade with the troops that are stationed all along the border of Canada and America, ready to move, well trained by Trudeau, Prime Minister Trudeau. But now Trudeau just, Gives everybody, all he does is sit there and says, read between the lines. And and he gets away with it. He doesn't answer anything in the House. If they push him too hard in Parliament, he'll shut it down. He's done that. He shut it down. We're no longer in session. So where's the protest? I don't get it. But it's going to be game up, game over. Game up. I'm sorry, doctor. It's the meds. The thing is, if you get the military involved, boom, 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 Mr. Ferguson, time to get your updates. We haven't seen you you haven't answered their calls, and no, no, no. Down on the ground, take him down hard, jab him, and they just get that, whoa, the spirit of war rushing through their bodies. Anyways, the military is an absolute, in America, I've never seen so many cowardly lions in my whole life. There's no more Davy Crockett's or Travis's around. No, they're all, oh, I love Biden. I practice every day for Biden. They're cowards. Anyways, nobody. The trap door is shut now, and there's no getting out. Nobody really cares. They love it. They really love it. They love being told what to do. Go. See what happens when the military gets involved. It's in the movie trailer, Songbird, I think it's called. So what I ask everybody is, well, you're going to get the virus. Do you know what the long-term debilitating effects are? No, that's right, because nobody knows. But you'll take it in your arm, eh? You just love the attention, and you get a free donut. Next, they'll get men to have themselves castrated because you get a whole dozen beer. You get the case. Yeah, that's really good, man. It's worth it. It's worth it. I can get a whole free pack. Lucky Loggers, the one for me. Get them removed. Take it all. Take all my junk. It's worth it. A free case of beer. They'll be lined up for 20, 30 blocks. The apes will come out. Planet of the Apes. So anyways, I'm going to close at 30 here. Hopefully I don't know. But anyways, I'm just fed up with it all. I mean, and there's only one person told me how to deal with this gig buildup with this camera. Anyways, the product he suggested is no longer there, and the website's for sale. So, but nobody else is, man. I'm just kind of, yeah, okay. So there, I told you. So there's no protest anymore. I used to go in at Walmart, get a free mask, and the second I'm out the door, I can breathe, and throw it on mask on the ground. And I got a good reception. Everybody would go, right on, man, right on. But no, you don't talk against Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci is God. He is God the Father in heaven. And he says, this place is getting a little too antsy, like the spring break in Miami. We're going to shut it down. You're endangering grandma's life. Like you watch, it's just like Kent State. It was a peaceful demonstration, and they don't care. So don't go on, it's peaceful demonstration. They were putting flowers in the gun barrels of all the soldiers there, right? You know what happened in the end when it was over and they were going to their cars? Fire! They cut down 4 kids. They shot them dead. So when the military gets involved, right on your neck and down on the ground, jab them, all this, there's this thing in the back of my neck. It looks like a hand growing out. That's okay. It's better than getting the virus. You saved, let's get a calculator. You stayed home today? You just saved 30 lives. 30 lives. Well, up yours, like, gee, that's so. Hit me. I love to be hit me, baby. Hit me, baby. One more time. You know, pull down your pants. You're getting a butt plug. Dr. Fauci says they can't get through a mahogany butt plug. So you do it. And everybody will line up. Oh, oh, it's in. Woo! Anyways, so okay, I have to end this right now. I will definitely not get this. I don't know if this is going to get on. I'm not making another one. Where's the button? I'm not making another one. I just is it really worth it? Thank you very much.